So good morning friends, welcome to PD classes. Today a very important session for all those who want to make their career in philosophy teaching. I hope students these questions are totally based on philosophical today, and all my questions will definitely helpful to those who are going for philosophy interviews. So first of all, welcome Mr. Pankaj.
Thank you sir.
Pankaj, here we have Dimple. She will be asking you HR based questions.
Good morning ma'am.
And I'll be asking you certain questions that are related to all philosophy.
Okay sir.
So first thing which I want to know from you is, what do you mean by the word philosophy?
Sir, philosophy means it is the basic ideas and beliefs about the existence of life, universe, and sir, in a nutshell, we can say philosophy as a love of wisdom.
Love of wisdom, that's great. So anything else you want to state about philosophy?
Yes sir. In philosophy, basically in Indian philosophy, we see moksha or nirvana is the ultimate goal or aim of इंडियन फिलोसफी. भारतीय दर्शन में हम लोग मोक्ष को सर गोल माना गया है भारतीय दर्शन में सर.
ओके. मिस्टर पंकज, यू बिलोंग टू झारखंड.
यस.
सो आपका फिलोसफी की तरफ रुझान कैसे बना?
सर, फ्रॉम द वेरी बिगिनिंग ऑफ माय चाइल्डहुड आई फाउंड माई सेल्फ इंटरेस्टेड इन द अबाउट such philosophical questions like what is life, what is the existence of life, how do this universe occurs. Right. That's why, and sir, later on in during my graduation time, I got an opportunity to take philosophy as an optional subject, and I pursue philosophy for 1 year.
Okay. And what is the difference between Indian philosophy and Western philosophy?
So the basic difference between Indian philosophy and Western philosophy are Indian philosophy are spiritual and mystical in nature, whereas Western philosophy are logical and scientific in nature.
Right. Tell something about the schools of Indian philosophy.
So, there are 6 schools of Indian philosophy.
Okay.
First, Nyaya darshan, Sankhya darshan, Yog darshan, Vaiseshik darshan, Charvaka darshan, or sir, Dvaitvada and Advaitvade.
Okay. Can you tell me the difference between ethics and moral?
Yes, sir. Sir, ethics and moral in a layman language, they both looks similar.
Okay. Yes, they are same.
Yes, sir. But there are some differences.
Right.
Sir, ethics generally tells about the rules of a conduct.
Okay.
Whereas morals tells about the individual's opinion about anything that is right or wrong.
Right. Any example?
Yes sir. For example, sir, we should not lie.
हिंदी में बोलो ये बात.
सर
आराम से बताओ.
सर, हम लोगों को झूठ नहीं बोलना चाहिए.
Right.
सर, झूठ नहीं बोलना चाहिए, ये हमारे समाज के द्वारा बनाया हुआ है, ये मोरल है सर, मोरल्स है.
Okay.
और according to situations, we often sometimes speak truth as well as lie. That's why sir, ethics depends upon the situation.
Okay, for the benefit of something,
for the
ethics says that
yes,
you should go with the certain principles.
Certain principles.
Okay. The rules.
Yes sir.
Whereas moral are totally the principles of the society and
yes,
our
sir.
own.
Yes sir.
Okay. Now I have certain questions for you. Like, what do you mean by the meaning? What do you mean by the word Nyaya philosophy?
So Nyaya philosophy basically depends upon 4 elements.
Okay.
That is कर्म, अनुमान, प्रत्यक्ष, उपमान. That's all.
Okay. And what is Kama Sutra philosophy?
The Kama Sutra philosophy tells about the bodily pleasure in this world, sir.
Okay. And what is Dvaitvada philosophy?
So Dvaitvada philosophy considers this universe as a real phenomena.
Okay.
Yes sir.
And what is Advaitvada philosophy?
Advaitvada philosophy considers this world as an illusion, sir.
Right. And what is Charvaka philosophy?
Sir, Charvaka philosophy is one of the Indian philosophy which does not recognize God and soul.
Okay.
And sir, in Charvaka philosophy, this philosophy talks about the worldly pleasure.
Right.
वेरी वेल. एक बहुत ही प्रसिद्ध कहावत है इसमें कि सर, जब तक चार्वाक ने कहा है, जब तक जियो कर्ज लेकर घी पियो.
Okay.
Yes sir.
कर्ज लेकर आप घी पियो.
Yes sir.
Okay, that's great.
Yes.
Means joyful life जियो.
Yes sir, joyful life जियो.
Okay. पर ये मुझे लगता है कर्ज लेकर पीना तो बहुत गलत बात है भैया. कितना सही है ये तो उन philosophers को पता था.
Yes sir.
चलिए, tell me about Vaisheshik philosophy.
The Vaisheshik philosophy tells about the existence of this universe based on the atoms of four elements, just like earth, air, fire, and water.
Okay. Can you name any philosophers? 3 or 4 philosophers?
Yes sir. So famous philosophers are Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, Karl Marx, etc.
Okay. I believe Socrates' philosophy was very harsh, and once a boy reached him and he requested Socrates, "Sir,
Yes.
I want success."
Yes.
And that time his age was only 16, means the boy age.
Yes sir.
So when he reached Socrates
Yes.
told him, "What do you want?" Then
Yes.
the boy said, "I want success. मुझे
Yes.
success चाहिए."
Yes sir.
Then he said, "It's very easy to get success. You can come in the evening and I'll give you success."
Yes sir.
And the boy got very happy.
Yes sir.
And the boy reached in the evening. He was standing near the river.
Yes sir.
So when the boy reached him,
Yes sir.
he said, "Sir, you told me to give success." He told, "Yes,
Yes.
it is very easy."
Yeah.
And he pulled that boy and put him in the water.
Yes sir.
And when his face was totally in the water, he was unable to breathe.
Yes sir.
And almost after 20 seconds or 30 seconds, he pulled him out and said, "What do you want just now when
Yes.
you were in water?"
Yes.
The boy said, "Sir, I want air." He said, "Yes." How badly you need air, you struggled for it. Definitely he must have struggled to save himself.
Yes sir.
So how badly you struggled to save yourself, and you need air.
Yes.
For the air,
Yes.
you struggled so much.
Yes sir.
So such struggle when you will do to attain success,
Yes.
you will definitely get success.
Yes sir. Very well sir.
So such teaching he made, which was quite sometimes harsh.
Yes.
So many people got killed by these. I can say their cruelty was more like they were very harsh in teaching.
Yes sir.
So that was the only problem.
Yes.
And later on, I think after these philosophers, Christianity has come,
Yes.
and school system has originated.
Yes sir. Yes.
Okay, now my next question is very interesting for you. That is, who is your philosopher, great philosopher, like whom I can say your favorite?
Sir, my favorite Karl Marx.
Karl Marx.
Yes sir.
Why he is your favorite?
So because Karl Marx talks about the upliftment of poor people,
Okay.
upliftment of middle class. He talks about a famous philosophy that is known as communism.
Okay.
Sir, there are some drawbacks in communism also, but sir, the major things which talks about communism, that upliftment of people and classless and stateless society, sir.
Okay, he believes in classless
Yes,
and
sir.
stateless society.
Yes sir.
That's great. And now my next question is very interesting for you.
Yes sir.
That what do you think are the qualities
Yes.
which are required if you want to be a successful teacher of philosophy, according to you?
So according to me, for a teacher in philosophy, one must be very much connected with the surrounding world, sir.
Okay.
And first of all, sir, teacher must be skeptical in nature, sir. He must see anything or philosophy by various aspects, sir.
Okay.
Sir, when we read in Indian philosophy, sir, there is a need of a spiritual, sir. Teacher must be a spiritual in nature.
Okay.
Because when we see Indian philosophy, totally based on spirituality and mystical in nature, sir.
Right. So,
Yes.
Dimple, I suggest you can also ask any question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Pankaj ji, tell about your city.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I belong to Itkori, which is in Chatra district. It has a very famous temple named as Bhadrakali temple, which was built in the 9th century AD. It has been said that once Lord Buddha was sat there for meditation. Ma'am, there are some links with Jain Tirthankar, Sitalnath, and many adults have been found at the Bhadrakali temple compound also.
Okay.
Yes.
What are your strengths and weaknesses?
Sir, my strengths are that I am a dedicated person, disciplined personality, and sir, my weaknesses are sometimes I give preference to my perfection in my work, sir.
So it is good, I think.
Due to the best perfection, sir, sometimes I skips my personal life. Sir, my personal life hampers sometimes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And why you opted teaching career? What is the reason?
Sir, as you know, teaching is a noble profession which shapes character, caliber and future of individual.
Agree.
I respect and regard this profession from the bottom of my heart, because here we get opportunity to build career of various aspirants who are aspiring to gain knowledge.
Okay.
So no doubt teaching, the monetary aspects are limited and they are necessary to live a healthy life, but real conscience will come through such a noble profession. That's why I chose this profession as my career.
Okay, Mr. Pankaj, there are not many candidates who have visited here
Yes.
for the same job.
Yes.
They want to teach philosophy. So why should we select you rather than others?
Okay, sir. Sir, although at present I can't judge others who are standing in a queue like me, but I can assure you that I can justify your selection because I am a skilled and disciplined personality, sir.
Okay.
And I have a celebrious experience of teaching for 6 months in school during B.Ed, and after 6 months another 6 months in school after B.Ed, sir.
Okay. What are your hobbies?
My hobbies are reading and teaching.
What do you read?
Sir, I read books and sir newspaper, basically sir articles, sir.
Okay. See, whatever you have stated about yourself is very nice.
Yes.
So one question I want to know from you, like why philosophy is necessary in our life? What do you think?
Philosophy are necessary in our life, sir, because it speaks about the crux of life. Why we are struggling about, why we are running about,
Okay.
how this life forms, how this universe originate.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you mean to say here we learn how to live healthy life?
Yes, sir.
Even.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. So really proud of you. You have given a good interview. Keep
Yes,
it up. Nice to talk.
Thank you, sir.